I am petrified right now.
Now, they may or may not be here. They don't know.
30 days. We are on day 30 of the 38-day 2017 Salvation Army Fight for Good tour. Today was a very special day as I was very excited to get back to my former hometown and my favorite city in the United States, Greenville, South Carolina. We are over 5,000 miles into the Fight for Good tour, and today was a day of firsts. It was my first time seeing a Croc Center, so that was a lot of fun this afternoon. That was really cool to see, and I know a lot of communities are really proud of their Croc Centers. And it was also my first time really heading out into the community to see what it's really like out there in the camps and on the streets. And, you know, I've been to shelters, I've been to community centers, I've been out on the canteens, you know, helping feed around the city. But today was different. Getting a chance to go out into the community with Jim and Chelsea. And Jim is a special character. You know, Jim is the sort of guy that, as I retell the story of this adventure for years and years and decades to come, Jim is extremely representative of, to me, what the Army is about. You know, so much of what I've loved about this journey. And so one of the aspects that I really love about this journey is getting a chance to go out into the communities in various fashions, right? To see how the Army is operating outside of their own walls.
Got it.
Getting in the van.
Okay. Home.
Salvation Army mobile.
Yes.
I don't get to be the passenger very often.
Stow and go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. We'll put all kinds of stuff up in this thing. All right, now we've got the dining hall there that serves about 2,500 meals a week. The dry food storage here, the gymnasium. We got the men's shelter, the emergency shelter downstairs, the men drug and alcohol recovery upstairs, backside to the kitchen. This is going to be torn down, but it was staff housing. And then the area command administrative office that's across the building here. Now all of this facility is right in downtown Greenville. Beautiful thing, because it's right in the heart where the need is. But the problem is there's people outside this fence recruiting people back outside the walls as much as there is in. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice that we're here where the need is, but we lose a lot of our men, and we lose more men to women than we do drugs or alcohol. And then that leads to drugs or alcohol. It's too much in one area is the complaint. Now you'll see here, this is active, this complex here, drugs and prostitution here. And it's not uncommon to have dog raids as we come in there. These streets, from everything inward here, there's usually a drug house down the street, and you'll see runners in the evening at the end of these streets. And they've got the product that you can just do a drive-through right here. And then all these streets here, they hold the drugs back in one of the houses but they bring it out here, so I could be scoring right here at that street, and then 2nd Street right here. And then they call this the hole. Okay, now this is where you don't come. And it's this close to where the Salvation Army is on both sides of the streets here. And you'll see evidence of it as we go through. And we're in community. You'll see it on the walls here, and you'll see it. This is a hangout spot. Almost lawless.
And just contextually, we're at the corner of Shaw and Buncombe here?
Yeah. Yep, and 183, which is a Pete Hollis Boulevard. You've heard of Tent City is underneath the Pete Hollis Bridge. That's where we're going right now. In relation to active drugs and prostitution to your right, it started where that bridge is right there. There was a camp on this end of the bridge, and it comes all the way over, and you'll see where it comes. We're going to actually try to drive under there just to give you a feel. But what's happening is this is a mill community, and it's being revitalized. And this is going to be the only outdoor roller park in the upstate of South Carolina is going to be this location right here. And the kids use it now, okay? And it'll keep the pipes that were part of the mill to keep part of the community. But this is going to be a teenage hangout. It'll all be poured cement, real pretty, la-di-da. That's what they're going to build there. So they just recently announced this. They never told us that when they were chasing out. See, this is all active. This whole street is active. And that's the problem. You can't have, and you'll see the camp, what they got into is meth down here. And that changed the whole, they got to move it. They can't have meth in a kid's rink, you know, skateboard park going on in the same area. So I get it now that we know what's happening. This is active prostitution here. You'll see ladies here that hold signs for money, but it's just so you can talk to them. And Tent City used to be down that road there, underneath that bridge, okay? And they chased it away, and it's broken up into 2 main camps now. It was 1 big camp. It was actually 3 camps. It was a black camp and 2 split camps of white. And it did split racial lines that way. They claimed it split lines based on drug use. The black community being crack cocaine, the white community being alcohol, but the camps were segregated.
We had a chance to sit down for lunch. So every Tuesday and Thursday, the Army serves a free lunch to anyone who wants to come in. The lunch was actually really good. No offense, this was, well, I don't want to go that far because I've had a lot of good meals. This was definitely among the best Salvation Army meals that I've had this entire adventure. It was really good today. And I had a chance to chat for a little bit with Cliff, and I was so inspired to hear Cliff's story of you know, how he's riding his bicycle all around the city every day to visit all the different places where he needs to go to get the services that he needs to survive.
I give my blessing to the Salvation Army, regardless of what people think about the Salvation Army, but then it's a blessing always going to be there for the Salvation Army. And this, I'm going to keep continue to come in no matter what, until my day comes, no matter what. I'm an old man now, but
Not that old.
as long as I can get on my bike, and the God give me the strength to ride, I'm gone.